What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here in the Odd Chopper channel, coming to you with the Monday edition of MLB and NFL Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell goes a long way for me on this video. It goes a long way for you. That way you become apprised whenever great content is going live here in our little neck of the YouTube woods. Number one, I wish I was wearing a hat. Number two, I need a haircut. Number three, I love my wife. Just want all of these things to be known as we start breaking down MLB and NFL here for Monday. 2 MLB games and one in the NFL streets. It's going to be a quick and easy program here for you, but I fortunately have plays in 2 of the 3 games, so it makes it very useful. NFL Lindy's absolutely smashed. We got the ETN rushing yards, which was sweaty beyond sweaty. We ended up getting both touchdowns there with Jackson Smith and Jigba and Rashad White in that game. And I don't even want to talk about the Chargers. 10-0, and then just looked completely inept, an absolute joke of a performance. But overall, hey, you hit the 2 plus 140 legs. You had the ETN play, which I didn't see anybody else on. And, well, Chargers suck. So that was awful. That was really, 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 really bad by them. Anyways, we got ourselves a lot of goodness to get to. MLB was this clean sweep here on Sunday as well. That felt really good for the premium Discord, which I still have promo code wildcard going for one more day. One more time. Yeah, $20 to be able to jump in. I wanted to make it quick, easy, and efficient for everybody who wanted to join. Hey, I just bet MLB, or hey, I just want your NFL plays. I'm just saying, these are things that happen. Plus, well, you sign up now, you're going to be going all the way into a week and a half of the NBA season, which is my absolute baby. If you followed me for the last few years, I mean, that's what I really get excited for, even though MLB is where I've just absolutely crushed and smashed the last couple of years. So you know what? You are what you are. You are what your record is. Even if, expected stats are what I care about more in the MLB streets. But let's get into the MLB streets right from the get-go. But promo code wildcard, tails.bet/Lindy. Check out all the great stuff we got going at Tails. Let's get to the plays. Alrighty, y'all. Yeah, no, I went swimming and this happened. Whatever. I have work to do. We got Dodgers, Phillies. Phillies have work to do as they are down 1-0. Teoscar Hernandez, 3-run homer. That was very, very useful. You know what the most brutal beat I've had in the last week is? Christopher Sanchez, 17 outs. Just got into a jam. Kike Hernandez ends up getting the hit, and, well, that's all she wrote. We got a disgusting hook. But you know what feels good is that I feel like a lot of our losses here over the course of the last few weeks have been extreme hooks, have been painful hooks in most cases. So for the most part, I'm happy that the reads have still been on the same plane. Like I've been in the ballpark basically nonstop here, but you got to keep Kyle Schwarber in the ballpark, and that helped Blake Snell left on left. I will say this, Kyle Schwarber hit more left-handed home runs than any other player in baseball from the left side against lefties. But Blake Snell, he made us a lot of money. And I had a lot of people hit me up at the open of this number. Are we on Blake Snell strikeouts again, Eric? No. We are not in this spot specifically. Cincinnati was rolling out, I'll call it a subpar lineup. I get worried about Blake Snell on the road against a team that just has as much power as they do. Now, Blake Snell's been awesome for a month plus, and I wouldn't completely hate that look, but this is the game out of everything that we want to kind of be a little bit cautious with. And I put a like button over here. I played this for a quarter unit. I want you to know that this was by far the play that I had the least confidence in. But Jesus Luzardo, he's better than any middle reliever option that the Phillies have. That's really what this comes down to. And game 3, game 4, I mean, you got to play to win game 2. And I think that's the main thing that freaks me out about this. So I want you to know the other 2 plays on this card, well, they're half units. This one's a quarter, and it just snuck in. I said, oh, you have 2 plays. I ended up making this a last-second addition here, so if you're watching this as it's trimmed together and clipped and everything else, Jesus Luzardo over 6.5 strikeouts is on the card, but only for a quarter unit here. I'm paying close attention to what that Dodgers lineup ends up rolling out as, because, well, we've seen Miguel Rojas instead of a Tommy Edman, even though Edman, that's who you really want facing these lefties. So we'll see kind of how the Dodgers decide to play it. They play Coast of the Vest. Well, we won't add anything more to it. But as for now, getting plus money on a guy who, again, you get in a couple of these jams in the 5th, 6th inning, maybe you play a little bit of the platoon game. But for the most part, Luzardo needs to pitch really, really well for them to have a chance in that game because set up Duran, set up the bullpen any way you can. All right, Cubbies, Milwaukee. Now we get into the half unit section. Cubbies, Milwaukee. I can't wait to watch this one. Now, Milwaukee put the Toronto Blue Jays on them. that means you win by infinity runs and put up double-digit runs, and it's just ridiculous. But Milwaukee, 9 runs in the first 2 innings, completely eviscerated Matthew Boyd. And I do think it was a Cubs mistake. I had said this in the Discord before the game started. Matthew Boyd on 4 days rest was not going to end well for them, and doesn't even get out of the first inning. Then you have to turn it over to just a mismatch everywhere in that pen there for Chicago. And somehow, some way, they ended up holding down the fort. But Jackson Chourio sound like he's going to be all right for Milwaukee to at least take at bats. Maybe they end up DHing him, although I find that unlikely. I want to see kind of how the reports come out with that. But for the most part, I still feel extremely confident about the Milwaukee middle pen situation. They have tons of advantages here over the Milwaukee side. In fact, I can't believe that we're getting inside of minus 125 here at this point in time, when on one side, you're getting Imanaga, and one side you're getting Ashby, who is going to be short for this game. Aaron Ashby has been somebody who could eat up more innings back in the day, but this is just going to get rolled over to multiple bullpen arms on the Milwaukee side. And they are so much better suited for this style of baseball than what you get over on the Cubs side. Shota Imanaga, I try to take advantage of any opportunity I can. As long as American Field is still open, we're going to be looking at a lot of home run plays on the Milwaukee side. They are popping against fly ball pitcher, hard hit extraordinaire, strikeout rate down, not wind blowing it in Wrigley. Here in Milwaukee, Shota Imanaga. It's a lot of hyphens if you're writing that out. Milwaukee, minus 116. Played that for just over a half unit to win a half unit. Sounds great? Awesome. You know what's also awesome? Tails. Jump on in. We've got a link down below for the Discord. We also have a link down below for you to sign up at Tails. Go get some free bets from all of our experts, not just myself, but we've got Greg Ehrenberg in the streets. We got Lofty hitting parlays left and right in the NFL streets. We've got so many great experts that you will definitely enjoy getting some of their free content. My guy DK DFS in the NBA preseason streets. I cannot tell you how amazing this time is. Jedi Modi, I know, giving out some freebies to the people. Be like Lindy. Join Tails today. Would love to see you over there. Let's cover some NFL, shall we? Yeah, I knew this was going to be a super quick show. I know it's Sunday night heading into Monday, but we got 3 games, and I have information and bets that need to get to the people. Kansas City, they are 3.5-point favorites here against Jacksonville, and I'm a little upset with myself, mainly because Kansas City minus 3 was available almost all the way up until now. Now, you could still get it at no vig, profit X, and like the minus 125 realm. It's a little juice heavy for the hook, but if you got in at minus 3, just the standard minus 110, congratulations to you. I find you to be pretty darn sharp because there was no doubt this was going to move up with the hook here. And a number of different pieces here to pay attention to. Obviously, Travis Etienne, not Trevor Etienne, who we just made money on, which is just disturbing when I think about it. But Travis Etienne has been running all over human beings here for the last couple of weeks. And I mean, I will say this. I think he was the best fantasy draft pick you possibly could have made if you had read the tea leaves there. I know that we didn't exactly see Tank Bigsby getting traded to the Eagles out of the middle of nowhere. I mean, how much did Cohen hate that guy to just dismantle with him? But this is a huge coaching mismatch. And you look at Andy Reid on one side, you look at Cohen on the other. We got a lot of time in history here with Andy Reid. And this is a Kansas City team. I wasn't all that impressed with the Baltimore game. Lamar Jackson got dinged up. Hamilton got dinged up. Roquan got dinged up. And we've seen Baltimore now the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty disturbing. But I expect Kansas City to absolutely go balls to the wall. And Xavier Worthy, he's downgraded to questionable, which is just screaming to me that he's not going to play football in this game with that shoulder. That becomes a major problem for them in terms of finding wide receivers that separate. That just hasn't been the case. Tyquan Thornton, cast off of the New England Patriots, has been playing so much with Rashee Rice suspended, assuming that Xavier Worthy is not going to be out there. Travis Kelce, now he is in his Taylor Swift era. And we've also got so many things with like Juju Smith-Schuster. And I mean, they're just trying to make something else work until Rashee Rice comes back and dominates the target share. But until then, there's at least one thing we can take advantage of. This Jacksonville defense, they're serious. They're getting after the quarterback in a real way. And I've been very impressed by them going into San Francisco with that dub. I know San Francisco's the walking wounded, but I think this creates an opportunity for us to capitalize on Patrick Mahomes over 21.5 rushing yards. This has been a calling card of mine over the course of the last few years of people who have tuned in. I've probably bet this prop an insane amount of times, but there's one major factor that I'm always looking at with this. And I want Patrick Mahomes to be under duress. That's really what it comes down to, because he is a very good, underrated, scrambling quarterback. And Jacksonville, they're getting after the quarterback in a very real way. This defense is very primed to stop this wide receiver core. I think by default, we're going to see some scrambles. These are not designed runs by any means, but they count all the same. I've got him for north of 30 rushing yards, just at 30 and change rushing yards for Monday. So take advantage of that. Patrick Mahomes, again, this is just a prop that over the last couple of years, it's just made sense on the road. Some of these defenses that are a little bit more stout, Kansas City, they're almost always favorites when they're on the road anyway, unless it's Buffalo, Baltimore, circa 2024, because not 2025. Just letting you know, Mahomes rushing yards, I think this is the best prop available to us. Played it for a half unit. Let's get the heck up out of here. Oh yeah, one more time. Promo code WILDCARD. I want you guys to be able to take advantage of this. I'm doing tons of content, tons of Lindy's, Leans, Likes, and Locks, both in the MLB playoffs because I love you, the NFL streets. I did not want to leave you hanging this time around. That is for damn sure. And boy, have I not. We have come in with hot fire in the MLB streets, in the NFL streets, and soon in the NBA streets. Why wouldn't you take advantage of a full month for just over 50 cents a day there, $19.95 for your first month of the Lindy Discord with promo code WILDCARD. Lego. And that does it for a quick and easy edition of MLB and NFL Lindy's, Leans, Likes, and Locks. Head to the comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays. Let me know if I need a haircut. I know I need a haircut. I love my wife. Let's get the heck up out of here. Until next time, friends, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the MLB and NFL streets. More plays coming, more pick 'em, everything in the premium Discord. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.